see I'm going underneath the major tendons, which are on the uncut side of the turkey leg. This is how I've been explaining it up until now in the video prior to this one in this 4-part series, how to debone a turkey to be brined and smoked. As I mentioned, you want to remove all of these tendons because we're going to brine this and then roll it, put its skin back on, tie it, and then smoke it. And when the product is complete, we'll slice it off into nice beautiful discs, almost like a piece of pancetta. And we don't want to have these very, very tough turkey tendons throughout our beautiful little disc. So we've decided to take on this project, and we're going to do it right. And doing it right requires removing all of these tendons. So there's 3 major ones on the uncut side, and there are about 8 on the cut side. So once we get these removed, we're going to brine the turkey legs and turkey breasts. In this case, we're brining them for 12 hours. Now, some would do it for more than that. You know, you may look on the internet and see turkey brining recipes which go for, you know, much longer than 24 hours. There's all sorts of different ways of doing things. But because we've deboned this entirely, I don't want to brine it for too long because I don't want it to become too salty, and I'm not preparing this for the purpose of leaving it at room temperature indefinitely. I'm going to brine it and then smoke it, and it'll remain refrigerated, and I'll consume it relatively quickly. This shelf life will be very long. Perhaps it would last in the refrigerator for months, but because I don't need to salt it for so long, I'm going to avoid doing so. Now, I'm just showing you the way the grains of the flesh are running. The way they're running is, and on the left side, you see that's where the Achilles tendons would be for the turkey. That's where the end of the drumstick would be. It's now on the right side. And you see how I'm rolling it up. I want to cut it eventually right to left into discs. And I don't want to cut with the grain, I want to cut across the grain. If I cut with the grain, it'll be tough and lousy. If I cut across the grain, it'll be very tasty. Here's our pot with the turkey carcass and all the bones. This is what we're going to make our turkey stock with. All I've done is added water. I'm not even putting vegetables in this stock. I just want a nice basic stock. This is my brining liquid. It's basically salt, bay leaf, thyme, peppercorn. I steeped some onion into it. The ratio of salt to water is probably 1 quart of salt to 4 quarts of water. And here's our bucket. We've labeled it accurately. It's turkey and brine, December 7th, 09. This is a good habit to get into for all of your preparations in your refrigerator. It'll help you really, really reduce your waste. Here we have our pork loin curing in coarse salt. Now, this pork loin has been curing for 12 days in salt, fennel seed, juniper berries, and originally it was submerged in coarse salt, and it's probably sucked out about 2 quarts of liquid from this thing. It's very hard and firm. Check out how to cure a pork loin with salt and smoke to see all the details about this preparation.